Hey, how's it going everyone? Lotfi here. So just thought I'd shoot this quick video for you today on 3 mistakes I see coaches and consultants make when they want to run Facebook ads and what actually prevents them from like scaling, getting results, and like some roadblocks they run into. So I've been like running ads for people and like helping people with their ads for like the past few years. So I've seen these common patterns happen all over again. So I just want to shoot this just to show you 3 things that mistakes you might be making, or if you want to go from organic to ads, just so you know this before you start doing it. So the first one is like the actual model that you use. So a lot of people because I used to do done for you. A lot of people that I know, they do done for you and one-to-one. It works well when you're doing like organic, but once you get into ads, it's actually not like the economics don't work out as well up until a certain point, because as you get like more done for you clients, you're gonna have to hire someone, and you're gonna have to like stop your ads, and there's only so many you can take on. So it's not very like scalable besides like a certain like threshold, because each time you're gonna have to hire more people, you can only take on so many clients. So that's the model that most people try to well, not everyone does, but that's the model that doesn't work as well with paid ad, which is done for you one-to-one. So instead, what we want to have is something more scalable, where we can just keep spending and keep on taking more people, and we can be profitable on day one. So ideally we want like that day one profit, which is very hard to do with done for you, because let's say you get a client, they have to pay you every month, let's say two or 3 grand a month, then you're gonna have to wait until the second month to like kind of collect on like the rest of the payments. So this kind of prevents you from scaling on ads as well, because even if you could take on, let's say, an infinite amount of agency clients, you're still relying on that second month's payment to come through to kind of make things profitable. Because let's say you charge 2 grand a month, maybe 3 grand, it could cost you up to 2 grand to get a customer. So you're not going to be that profitable on day one. Like day one cash collected, for example, you're not going to be as profitable had you used this different model, which we're going to go into. So the model that you do want to use, which is like profitable on day one, has no churn and doesn't require someone to renew on like a month-to-month basis, and has a bit lower CPAs as well, which is like the cost to acquire a customer, is like a group coaching or like courses. So this is when you sell like a group coaching model, where you teach multiple people at once, and you have like an online course or like a Facebook group. So this way you're like serving multiple people at the same time, or you just have like an online course, which works as well. But most people that do it well, they have some group coaching attached to it. So this way you can take like 100 clients a month, and if you have the right systems in place, even if you didn't, it's very easy to like build as you go. So you're not like, so let's say you could only take on 20 clients a month. To get to 50, you'll just have to hire another person or make your programs better. So whatever the bottleneck is, it's usually quite easy to fix. And it allows you to scale a lot faster as well. So you can keep spending, you're profitable on day one, and you keep getting more people in. So that's the first one. There's more benefits to it, which I'll go over another time. But this is like the general idea behind like doing the group coaching. And then secondly is the price point. So if you charge like less than 2 grand, less than 3 grand actually, for your offer, then it's very difficult to make it work with ads. So with most people that I work with, I make sure they charge more than 3 grand. Otherwise, it's just it's very hard to make it work, because you'll probably be paying up. You could pay $1,000 per customer to get like a group coaching client, like a course client, a coaching client. So if you charge less than 3 grand, your margins are going to be very thin, and it's going to be very difficult to keep spending. So that's why we ideally charge at least 6,000. So 3,000 like the bare minimum. I've seen that work at scale. I mean, like some of my 7-figure clients, they charge like 3 grand. So it works. It also depends on the market you go after, but at least 3 grand is what you want to do if you're gonna if you want to like get some good returns on your ads, if you're selling a high ticket offer. So that's the second point. And then lastly is you got to make sure you're sending it to a sales call, because if you're not if you're sending it to like an automated thing or anything other than a sales call, so like, and you could have a video before it, like a VSL funnel, which is pretty much what I do, and all my clients do. But if you send it to anything other than a sales call, it's very difficult, especially if you're just starting with ads. It's extremely difficult. It's not going to work for if you're just starting out and you don't have a solid proof of concept. You haven't like, and if you haven't like vigorously tested out the funnel properly, it's very difficult to make that work. So you have to make sure you start out simple with sales call funnel. You have a scalable offer like a group coaching program, so that you can keep selling it and you're profitable on day one. So that way, you're making money as you go and you can scale as you go without having to hire more people. So those are the three things. One is the model, two is the price point, and then three is your, what was it again? So model, price point, and then sending it to a sales call. So those are the three things you want to make sure you have in place. I'm probably gonna make a video just going into depth in each one, so you know exactly how it works. But pretty much everyone I work with, the reason, if you see some like case studies, the reason it works so well is because I make sure I just make it really easy for everyone. I make sure they charge a lot, like at least 6 grand, or at least 3 grand actually. I make sure to send to a sales call, so it's very easy to convert them on the call. And then 3, I make sure it's scalable, so that way we can keep spending and get more clients. And they can also hire sales reps. This is another thing that you can do. So my clients that get to 7 figures, they hire sales reps, and it makes it very easy to keep selling more and more of it. So let's say you're selling it, you're making like 50 grand a month. You can have a sales rep, he sells 50 grand, another sales rep. Like, it's very easy to like scale up, because you can just get on the call, sell the same thing as you, put them into your program, and that's it. So whereas with Done For You, you can't do that. With every client, it's like manual labor you have to keep doing. Obviously, Done For You has its own place. Those agency models have their own place. But I think when it comes to ads, if you want to make life easy for yourself, then this is one of the ways to do that. But yeah, so that's it for this video. If you like it, just give it a like and just drop a comment below if you have a question. And yeah, I'll see you soon.